Number 3, Levitation. Money spread around in this third race. OSS Gold Series Division 2 for the rookie trotting colts and geldings. Here they come. Field picks up speed. They're off and trotting. It was a slow start for Timoltino. Great start for Draft Year. Draft Year fast off the wings for Waples. Coming away at the inside to claim the pocket spot is Cousin Rickard. In behind them third is Chief Justice. Sliding down to the rail goes Levitation from in fourth. A charged up Timoltino. He is fifth inside. Sixth taken back goes north and south. And the early trailer is Delcrest Holiday. Rookie trotters bending over to the quarter pole. And they do so chasing Draft Year. 2-1 favorite Draft Year leads by almost 2 lengths over the pocket sitting Cousin Rickard. Opening panel was 28-4. Back to third to Chief Justice. 2 to Levitation from in fourth. Timoltino continues to look excitable from back in fifth. Then sixth across the backstretch to north and south. And the trailer's Delcrest Holiday. They were single file until Doug McNair right line Levitation from the 4-hole. And Levitation gets second quarter marching orders. Waples sees the pressure coming on the outside. And the whip over the tail of Draft Year. Draft Year drives on. The hammer down at the midway point in 59-1. Levitation is up to the leader's saddle pad, but won't be released at this point. Then it's back into third to Cousin Rickard. 2.5 to Chief Justice from in fourth now. Then Timoltino, north and south, and Delcrest Holiday. Going into the final 3/8 of the mile, a neck the best is Draft Year. Pressure comes from Levitation into second there. Then it's back third to Cousin Rickard. And outside fourth trots up Chief Justice now. Timoltino getting rough gated from back in fifth. 3/4 up in 127-3. Jameson lost Timoltino as they spin for home. Draft Year, the one to catch. Levitation tried hard from first over. Pocket sitter Cousin Rickard with little to offer at this point. The only one with late trot on the far outside is Chief Justice. But it's Draft Year coming into the stretch. Draft Year is on top by 4, and it's all Draft Year. Draft Year will dominate in the second OSS Gold Division and win impressively for Waples. This one is going to Draft Year. Up for second, Chief Justice, then Levitation and Cousin Rickard. The mile 156-4.
Second OSS Gold Division for the 2-year-old colt and trotters goes to Draft Years. He breaks his maiden here. Randy Waples engineering this drive, and you tried him in the gold last time, but for the first time ever in his career, he just didn't mind his manners. What happened there?
Yeah, driver error. That's basically what it boiled down to. You know, I tried to kind of be a little too cute with him because I hadn't been racing him in front, and I didn't know if he could chop a mile, so I dumped him down onto the rail, and after that, everything kind of went bad, and it was my fault, you know what I mean? When I moved him back out onto Trevor's back, I was too close to Trevor, and, you know, I think his nose touched Trevor's helmet, and he made a break, and it was just all driver error. It's as simple as that. So I kind of took the cuteness out of the equation tonight and just let him do his thing, and he's a really nice colt. He always has been a nice colt, and my apologies for last week, but sometimes when you think you're doing the right thing, it's not the right thing.
Prior to that, though, pretty happy with the way he was developing?
Oh, absolutely. Like, we knew that he was a real nice colt and everything, but like I said, we never raced him in front. And sometimes with 2-year-olds, you know, if they've never been in front, they're tough to get them to cut a mile, you know, and especially with a trotter. And, you know, that's the way it worked out last week. But tonight, when he left the gate, you know, he was going forward, and I looked over, and Sylvain was already grabbing up. So I just kind of kept the whip on his tail and kept his mind on it, and, you know, he just kept getting faster and faster as the race went on.
Biggest part of this win, Randy, is that he picks up the much-needed 50 points ahead of the super final. That should get him inside, especially in a year where the division, there hasn't been a whole lot of these 2-year-old gold trotters. There's a chance that this guy's going to be the favorite come super final night.
Well, I mean, I think deservedly so. You know, there's nice horses out there, and I mean, you don't necessarily have to be the best horse to win the super final. I mean, you just have to have luck and things go your way and a good trip in that, and you can win. But I mean, what he's done, up till last week and then what he done tonight, I would see no issues with putting him, on top. He's had 5 or 6 starts now. He can obviously cut a mile. He can race from off the pace. He's just really rounding into a nice horse. He's a typical Brad Maxwell horse. Brad really takes his time with his 2-year-olds, and he doesn't want them stressed real early. And by the end of the year, it just seems like his horses are, just as sharp as when they started.
Well done.
Thank you, Brad.
Waples, Maxwell, draft year 156-4 in the second OSS Gold.